The showstopper's here with Beth Kingston.
Yay!
This is fun.
Hi, I know, I'm so excited.
If you love your Xyron, call with your stories. But most importantly, take advantage of this buy because the machine alone is this price.
Yes.
And we're throwing in all the extra refill cartridges. This is the first airing. These could sell out very, very early.
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk details. I know the machine alone is a customer pick.
The machine alone is a customer pick. Every configuration we've ever had. For the first time ever, we've got the machine with a 5-inch refill inside. We've got an additional 5-inch permanent refill with 18 feet of adhesive. Then we've got a 3-inch refill because this uses 2 sizes. I can't wait to show you. Then, oh, by the way, in case you just need a little something, something, a little adhesive, we've got a tape runner. And for the first time, I think, I was just telling Callie, I've been here 10 years. I don't think we've ever had the Xyron adhesive eraser, which is small but mighty.
Pretty cool.
All of this for this.
So what does the Xyron do if somebody doesn't know?
Xyron is, it turns anything into a sticker. So what we've got is a machine that will take 5-inch materials and 3-inch materials and turns them into stickers. So what I've just started doing is running some printables. Let's talk about printables. They're huge these days. On Pinterest you see, oh, make your own party favors with printables, but you think, how on earth am I getting those on my projects? So these are things I just printed off on my computer. What am I gonna do with them? I pull this off. Let's take this right here. This is edge-to-edge adhesive on the back. No muss, no fuss, no waiting for something to dry. What am I gonna do with this? Take this bottle of soda, wrap it around.
Cute.
And in just a few seconds, you are ready for a football party.
How cute.
No waiting for anything to dry. You don't have to go spend dollars on this at the store. I'm gonna take this, and again, we're talking about, I think everybody wants to make their own party favors and do their own projects with their kids, but you think, how on earth? Edge-to-edge adhesive on this. You know what I've got? I've got a bag of candy. I'm just gonna lay it in here. I might have done it upside down, but we'll see in a second. Fold it in half.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this cute, fun party favor that, again, you'd spend lots of money on at the store.
You certainly would. I love that. Photo magnets, you know, laminated recipe cards
so
you want to
many
save
things
from family memories.
This has only been available since May, and what makes it so special, if you're familiar with Xyron and if you thought, you know what, that's great, but I don't like to waste, I don't always want to do something that's 5 inches, let me show you why this is so special. I'm taking out the 5-inch refill. I'm going to tilt this forward. There's a little tiny green tab right down there. That's all you need to put in the 3-inch refill. This is 2 sizes in one. You don't need 2 different machines. You don't need to be messing with all that.
This is great for business cards, like labeling jars if you make homemade jams and that sort of thing.
I didn't have to finish the 5-inch refill before I started the 3. So I go ahead and insert that in. All you have to remember is to make sure your tab goes through these 2 little rubber bars. I close that, and guess what? Now I can make 3-inch stickers. I'm not wasting like I had to before. Let's talk about ribbon for a second. Adhesive ribbon is very expensive. You have to make it buy it in the sizes they make, in the color, in the pattern. This is edge-to-edge adhesive on the back.
Wow.
If you are doing a wedding, if you like to use ribbon on your holiday gift packages, tell me how you're going to make that work. I'm going to turn myself into Wonder Woman, but that's on. That's edge-to-edge adhesive that's not gonna come off. Let's talk about die cuts for a second. I'm just making a huge mess all over the place.
Oh, that's what we do.
If you got any of Anna's beautiful packages today that had the fun little die cuts, how do you put adhesive on those? I'm gonna go ahead.
We have an idea.
Run these through. Use your Xyron machine.
Use your Xyron.
I'm gonna go ahead and run this through.
These are great for like flashcards too for teachers.
Oh my gosh, homeschooling.
Homeschooling.
The dreaded science fair project. Anyone feel my pain? So I'm gonna go ahead and peel one of these off. Just lay it down on the table. Look at this garland. You would pay, I was just looking at a very popular kids catalog, room catalog. You could pay for garlands like this, 15, 20 bucks a piece. You are making your own with scraps of paper and die cuts from your die cutting machine.
That's a good point.
Look at how precious that is. All of those projects you thought, you know what, I don't know how I'm gonna do those. This is how. This is how we're gonna get all those projects done.
all-in-one tool.
And again, I pull this out, and then I can put the 5-inch in. If you already own this machine, so hsn.com has some ridiculous deals on refills.
We do.
I mean, there's just so many possibilities.
But I love that it applies that even layer, that edge-to-edge adhesive.
Edge-to-edge adhesive. Let's talk about what else it works on. This is a very heavy piece of chipboard. Chipboard can be very tricky to get adhesive on, and again, you can buy it, but only in the sizes and the shapes they make. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this through. And look at how cleanly and smoothly that comes through. There's also a little trimmer right here at the edge, so you don't need to get your scissors out. You don't need to worry about all that. Take this up. I mean, look at how gorgeous that project is.
Isn't that amazing?
Edge-to-edge adhesive on the back of this chipboard. Please tell me how you're gonna get that to work. Let's go ahead and take a piece of pattern paper, lay this down, and then I just take my scissors and trim. Look at this banner down here at the bottom. This is how I did this. 20 minutes it took me to make this banner because I didn't have to wait for anything to dry. I didn't have to figure out how to hand cut this and then figure out how to adhere it. It makes all of your projects that much quicker and that much more exciting.
We're including about $30 in the refill cartridges. It comes fully loaded, but you get the extra refill cartridges. I love the fact you get the eraser and you get the tape runner.
Yes, let's show everybody how to use those. After I, by the way, run wood.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, I'm just gonna run a little bit of wood through there. So let's talk really quickly about what makes the Xyron runners so great. And this is I'm actually gonna use a darker piece of paper. Xyron uses what's called a dot matrix adhesive. I don't know if you guys can see those teeny tiny dots right there. What that means is that where there's no paper, you won't have that extra adhesive gunk. So if I wanna use a really intricate embellishment, how are you gonna get adhesive on this if you just wanna add a little bit of adhesive? So I just go like this, add it where I need on my project, and when I pick it up, there's only adhesive on the die cut. So you don't have to worry about if you're using tape or liquid glue, it's seeping out, and then I stick it onto my project and it's ready to go.
Fantastic.
This little gem, Xyron probably doesn't want me to say this out loud, but I've had one for 5 years because that's how long it lasts. So it erases any adhesive that you don't want.
Awesome.
But what's so fantastic about it, if this end gets all gunked up, you cut it off with your scissors, so you can use this entire thing down to a nub. All of this for 4 cents less than you would pay
for 4 cents less than the machine. Because truly, I mean, and we do have the refills available on hsn.com if you've got your Xyron and you want more, or if you run out because you get so carried away. I mean, the end projects and results are so
Aren't they
fantastic.
Just amazing?
And it's just easy.
The holidays are coming. You need this to make your life that much
exactly
and more creative.
Absolutely. 499-196, the showstopper. We have a little more than 1,000 left. That's it. They always sell really well. Customer pick if you want to read the reviews on the Xyron.
So good. Such a great tool for your holiday season and your crafting.
It's for any time of the year, but especially now. You're right. Thank you, Beth.